like I mean, say, we will develop what you would man call an MOU, that is a memorandum of understanding between the embassy and one of the people inside there now. We'll put all the guidelines, what you do and what you not do. What you know, your entitlement, what you know, the one is when they bring come your entitlement. Which is not the embassy entitlement. Because like I say, like they always say, the embassy, they represent the government. So anything we do now, government do. So look, it's very clear. We also they think for communication be easier because these days social media and control it. When I would to some of the colleagues then we develop a WhatsApp group where if any issue come up, you can easily communicate. Say this one, this one, this one, this one. So can we coordinate fast? You know, I want to comment we all now. Because some of we can say, the embassy in Asalo, they do not itself. You know, see other embassies, then they carry up can copy which would you do to community. Yesterday, Malawi kaya. But we see don't know more. Because the embassy, no, you do not itself. Then see all would you do. Plenty embassy, so Lord comment to say, Una and we. Because now you only do one. We know the praise we say for. We all now they do all what now we don't do all what you don't do so. So Lord they commend yourself say we are doing a good job. And Lord cooperate between yourself so that we will make progress. So we go do the WhatsApp group, we develop them. And like I say, to get some fees then we will agree on where you the agent we for pay and the people then because all of the embassies like this they operate when people then come the nationals then come then they register of course by extension the embassy and by extension the union so we know exactly how most people they in this country. When you come, you say the work which you do, you get all in that side. So now the essence that you therefore agree on that one there as well. Yeah. Yeah, sure. So that one we therefore agree on them. But for now, because we get for develop the MOU, just to tell you now, within that now we can agree on that one. So if I reach there, we now open the floor. I don't know if colleagues anybody here something for add before I open the floor. But none of it, then I open the floor. So Mr. President, your executive and the one that we come for the recruitment. Muslim like say Salah Muhammad.
Yes, one follow the one that they put with there. Yeah, I don't see there's the union back out team. We want follow them. The one who also want to know the local recruiting agents they were there. We find more we know them. Or not all of them are there, or maybe not to agents. Maybe this year from the side.
Mr. President, with your permission,
yes, sir.
You can give the honors to SG.
Yes, sir.
Then we introduce the one that we come as the one that we know as or they introduce themselves.
Okay.
Start from me, Ibrahim Kebi Kamara, the Union President.
And Mina Mohammed Sakor, the Vice President for the Union.
Abakar Escapo, Secretary General.
Ezekiel Suri, Conseil PRO, Auditor General.
Alright, so the rest of the one that we can know really from just Mr. David, begin from you.
David Bangwa, one or two people away, 2 million server with the Naya. So I can testify, say, I've been part of the recruitment process.
Madam?
Sorry, Nadia, I just can't listen.
Sorry?
I just can't listen.
Oh, sorry.
So you said before register.
Alright. Yes.
Abraman Council, recruiter.
Okay.
I just can't listen.
Chairman.
Ibrahim also Kamara, the transporter, and I don't begin bring people
Abdul Kabo. Actually, they also give me contracts to people like give me the honors to that analysis.
Baba Musa Conte, an agent. Just come.
Peter Josie, recruiter.
All right.
Dr. Priest, we know the
of course, the union we not introduce on the word Sabu now Sabu, but it's okay. Would I read the one that when the agent them? When I don't hear it, we don't say Mr. President because we important for the idea. Because anything we get for do with the union, now you know the chief. So we always demand it unnecessary for now we all sit down and discuss the issue there. So if I reach the last stop so far and open the floor for comment. Okay, sorry.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I just want to join in boss and tell them thank you for where we get an activity. It's a very, very important thing. And I believe over the years, we not really think about anything there to regulate the process of recruitment because it's very, very important. And not only important for owner where they recruit, but like how my boss said, for the one they move come, because this will offload the huge burden of government for employee people. I think this is really, really important, which make we also call on another because it will necessary for we get the comprehensive data of everybody where they come now. And the embassy in responsibility. So if anything happen in the future, then we know say XYZ people in the day at this particular time in the state of Kuwait. So the data are very important because government says if they ask now for the data, how many people in a particular country, host country, and countries of accreditation. But apart from that, it also, when the Americans then they first left their country for any country, the first thing that they do now for identify the embassy. And the embassy will say they are there, and hence if anything happens, they are fully covered. Recently, I think I go on an airport. I've been in an airport. You know, I don't go to airport 1, 2, 3 times. Don't go visit people and know how. I see Sierra Leoneans they can't no more. Sierra Leoneans will just, you know, they just they can't no more. We don't know say the mommy no know, HOC no know, the embassy no know say them people there they. Only after when problem happen, then just they push them and can at the embassy and embassy go they up and down with address. So this is very, very important. And the one that we know they do here. Now let me talk to them because when we get for put the policies together, if anybody not follow them policies, then they unfortunately people they know will get for them to the attention by the authorities. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Good afternoon. As my boss HOC don't say and my colleague Siri, welcome to the Embassy of Sierra Leone once more. you see, as him been mentioned about the Americans, make I give you now one small experience. During 90s, early 90s, we were going to Cairo, no been get embassy there. But would have been they represent Sierra Leoneans and then a British High Commission. Any Sierra Leonean, as long as you're in a Commonwealth, you go register there. I know that whose benefit he bring to them. During the time when we get war in a salon, all the one they will be registered in a British High Commission. When the United Nations want to take them for repatriate them, send them to America, Australia, Canada, and other places, the one they will register and then benefit. So make una know this one for say where the embassies and can say una can register. That way very important. Make una know the relent say no not to business with they bring people them. Una bring people them where problem happen. Uza una they go na the embassy. And then there's we get plenty difficulties then for people they wanna bring come. Some of the issues they were able to solve them. Some of the issues they were not able. Why? Because consultation not been there. If consultation there, before you bring somebody, you can at the embassy, I want bring Susu person for Susu a company, the embassy go able to advise you. Then we able to call the company owner or the HR. We know who's can recruitment and affording. Then based on that, we able guide. So now that we are big owner tell the others make them come on board so that make them can register na the embassy. So now these few words I get for owner. Assalamu alaikum.
President, before you make your contribution, the lawyer read the one the way that announced the self save and the recruit because we never get all the details. Anybody know any other person where they recruit who not there?
Yes, sir. Sabanju.
Okay. Any other person? Okay. So why they not come?
Company duty.
Work duty. Sabanju duty.
Friday.
So Friday is every day.
Yeah. I only Monday gets off.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Now we get all the rest of mankind under there. Pursue with your help and details. So that then self we can probably if they say Monday then they work, then the Bokana embassy that we can discuss with them. So that work will get understanding. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. HUC. And as Mr. Urido welcome on all, the particular method we then come with is very important. Now, with brothers and sisters, we don't come, but all of them they face a lot of constraint. Really, because like when Mr. Uri talk, we don't bring them come. But who can we just left them no more, give them companies. And not be nothing about Kuwait, the culture, whatever, even the environment, the weather condition. They don't know all anything in this, so they are facing a lot of things. Even at the working place, they wait say waiting they produce, waiting no produce, they don't know. Some of the mistake now what more it take beside permission, they terminate an instant and ready for deporter. Whenever we're ready for coming, because whenever they are discovered, they make sure see I send to the embassy, we all work together. With them they tell you they advocate for them. They say we not sabi now, we don't know if embassy there or union there. The people the way send the people out to now they will talk with. So we not go for listen to them. Only one in a constraints them. So as in the request to recruit at them, we make sure they are work with the embassy, with the union. Because when problem come, really they not go for talk to now. We not go able them, but with the effort for the embassy and the union, the authorities then will listen for no way advocate. Something they were not supposed to make them deport them people in day. But because they say they not sabi the embassy, not sabi the union, they keep end up for facing deportation. Some other people in the yesterday they tell me say 3 days and just come. I think 2 or 3 weeks back. They don't pass 5 days, they don't get light now they building the wall flat. And then they work as a security 12 hours. So they find that very difficult. I think that 07 then come to me, we prepare some food and give them because the food that we preserve not be good at all. Some of them don't get free in the kitchen. So if they make food and they will preserve it. So all them constrained in there. But when I want for facing the supervisor, tell me say no sabi somebody they in charge to talk to. You know, so do ya at that short one there I would say for they wanna make sure we pass through the embassy and the union, they all work together. Yeah.
Yellow platform. We talk, it makes so much sense. You know, there is one issue of the culture of this country. I just want to buttress it that point there. Some Sierra in Canada, where this company, how do you call it?
Transifo.
No. Sultan Center.
Yeah.
Two guys and one lady and one gentleman. They end up back to send the home. Well, not necessarily, maybe, like we say, if they may not give them what you man called orientation. Don't tell them, you know, for do this, do so. Because apparently the lady, in your mistake, then say, what is it again?
The mistake, somebody can buy. After we buy, forget for pay, they go. Later on, we come, he pay the again tip. The camera see him. He no green take the money to the supervisor. For go tell and say, now this they don't give me the tip. So after some time, 1 or 2 days, they get for query, then they get for bring problem. For say they don't want that.
They put as a tip.
Yeah.
But tip not bad. All it is purpose for do is for declare. Now that they want. And the gentleman, what he do?
What he do? Then give this card. For say anytime we in the buy for himself, he get bonus extra. He get points then. So what he do? We customers and they can buy. Now in your card they use for pay. In ATM card, so that make it accumulate plenty points. So they get for catch up. Yeah.
So now then here with the just example, I just a portrait pressure they say. Now then here, how they bring them people on another teach them so then just they left them. If you don't do that, then go face Salomon and Bodhi, then man try for himself. Now yeah, na crime. When you do that, you know, first of all, the day where the supervisor and Sultan Center called me, he said, Mr. Uri, he said, 2 of the national, they behave bad, you know, we are disappointed, they do ABCD. I felt bad. He said, so we know the alternative passport send it back home. So now I make it very important, they get this meeting for law to understand yourself. And again, like we President say, plenty of them they seize advantage from them. You know why? Because the authorities will for stand when the embassy or maybe the union when are not involved with. So then they disadvantage them seriously. Because I will like you see they bring somebody this country like we hot sooner, they not get light. You will survive?
Difficult.
Very difficult. And now the responsibility for ensure say who say they need light for the day. Because they are human beings like them. But if you don't get strong representation, we will tell them say no, we are not do so, we are not do this, we will report now. Because we will raise the issue with the foreign and then we'll get problem. So anyway, thank you very much. Yes. SG.
Yes, thank you very much. Good afternoon. Almost Usaf want to talk, the parent want to talk today, but I just need to emphasize a little bit. Because really, the recruitment, when we don't know the union are aware, embassy not aware, but when problem come, President they call me, they move health and skelter. So really, they really find for them, the recruiters them, at least unite themselves, form a group themselves at least. If they get a union like on their own, where they get somebody, we at least if an issue happens with people they want to bring, we don't have the contact that they see the possibility they recruit So when I say put the recruit, I want to take over that form an organization where at least we will contact the chairman or the boss, we say we get an issue of this company and this company. So we will do the findings, would I exactly bring this person. So I think see that they will help with you. And the MOU we the embassy can organize, we say we ask at least let them consider for involve then the recruiter there, sit down together, at least organize them, because at the end of the day, we the union, we during the meetings, we get calls and other complaints. We have to start, except the chairman way, maybe the one way, the union way on form, the one head we will contact them and move on, because this Schwaber side.
Yes,
Schwaber, we get an issue of Schwaber, we would even find out who that do the recruitment, where they complain of what present the expense. So we are that recruiter them. It's very important there to involve the union and the embassy in all those things. But this MOU will solve this problem. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, Mr. Kamara.
First of all, I want to tell everybody thank you when you attend this program. Secondly, I get few questions. This question is parallel to the union, and then I will find an answer to the embassy. We the recruiters, of course, me are not the part of it. Sorry, are they part of it? You understand? Sorry, I beg your pardon. Are they part of it? Because I don't begin bring one or two people in. But Mr. President, Mr. Abraham Akebi, we want to ask you a question. You able to do like where local government and call decentralization, where each company they get a representative. Even if we bypass you, but you go no say this company is not bringing you person. One. Second, if that person fall a victim apprehended by the police or gets missing. 2. 3. If something happen with that person, how the embassy go able know? Because if you don't tell who say they take responsibility and take a problem, then how make you say you want to be president? Fine. So all the questions there, we want to ask you. We go cooperate with the embassy. Anybody will bring. If we no come direct to the terrorist here, go register. Now right, if they behind the passport say any side where you reach, you as a citizen go report to the nearest embassy for them to know you whereabouts, who side you dey. So if embassy want for do a census, then go know the actual people where they dey. But one of the biggest problems what we are facing, especially you as a president, the decentralization is not supposed for day only on areas, but on companies. Because most companies, then will get problem. Now pass the national police, then do fingerprints, then no say this passport's not in out. But if you able to know the companies then where they, like for example, Transifco and Manco or whatsoever, because so many people then when me, I know say me like the only say I don't taxi driver. The other man na Guinea passport he count. And anyhow way Kadama balance me or then count you and not go collecting a passport and they meet you in a medical, or you go call me one day, but I will ask you and know would I count you, who say you come out. But the biggest problem is, I want to ask you, Mr. President, if you ever make any provision, like, for example, KOC, Amanco, this. So even if you not come directly from the embassy, you go able to know from this side. That's my biggest question. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
good afternoon, each and every member. Yeah, today I hope it's in a great day today for call on this meeting. But in the first and foremost, in the area of recruitment inside Kuwait, this is not the first meeting ever we don't hold first meeting wherein Mr. Mara, the president, Mr. Lunge, and the ambassador, where they be called for recruiters and Kuwait. One thing I believe in me, I believe development of the society, which I define myself. When the first call that first meeting, there are a lot of people where they bring people in, but all my hide. Me, I not hide. Because I know what thing they do for still not to bad thing. And me own recruitment, whatever you look at them, I know say me at the help Sierra Leone instead. I mean, the only recruiter we need to say if they lost money per the person where they bring. Me, I don't do at this country. And I get so many examples. If you watch even this woman, if he's sabi this country today, I mean, to from God own power, from there and go away in border. This man will testify that I know how much money was spent. Okay, like we don't try for get that we still doing on those days. We can register, would that be get license? Me personally, we license that within an embassy. Also, Mr. Mara, he will testify that. And we'll be trying for create that union day, but unfortunately, now they Corona come for them. So where Corona come for them, not even in October last year, October 24, now in visa for the first come out. When they first come out, we don't try we level best. But in the recruitment process, not too easy thing. Nobody not lie to you. So man can go take contract because you want to take me. The first contract in the first experience, and say first experience and experience, what team I be go through, and not think say now there's a way again I go through over the stuff the day. Because first, the idea not be the over the visa issues. I go get project visas the way them people are at the crowd and day. But unfortunately, INSESEC can testify from the starting to the ending. I not ever left there. Anything will happen. I had ready for going at the company and accommodation. Neither can an embassy, me and Mr. Mara, we go na helping at the company for settle all things still. God make the all get released. I still deal with them. So, and like this past weeks, I be get issue where I count two lady them. Where that rare himself, me and Mr. Maro deliberate on that. Mr. HOCB meets with or even the mommy. This na area where we say self me this na experience now back to me own side. And I go put on to everybody where they as where they bring person. Anybody where they think say they bring. If na labor, must know say even that labor, if na pan they take for go put hand up, must make sure so that person they tell us na pan in the take and must know say that person needs to get hand for take that pan they go to the next side. Because this they bring problem. They create a lot of problem. I be count two lady them way na saloon actual. I not go able name, I not go call the name then wherein I not get nothing. Even the one if I see if you do yesterday, WhatsApp the one common and me. They don't get you. Then they 50 loans. 50 loans. I may do everything. I may pull me money because I not ever get any company where they ready say they give me tickets and visa. No. They give me visa and I may they buy the ticket. I may own money I pull. In the sense that we can always start for can they pay me. We are in nothing. A company where they can in try. First, myself I do fault. I count them under the salary. Yes, the salary and I help. Because somebody not go call you say I want to do this, I want, and I'm your passionate people. Like the one I'm your brother, your person. The other one in building a salon, and they call everybody we they talk to. At the end of the day, where I bring and can waiting happen a different thing. In company I don't get arrested yet, and they work. In I talk to her any kind when they make like a smart. Be you in the intention in just one kind of Kuwait, not to for can work. Now for me can do other thing. Now you know. In Ade Mabola, in tell me say in this Salmia, can't go work to a madam. They don't call now go work to my sponsor. They not agree, now excuses. I want even when this video this we can tell them on live so may go make one day the video meet them. Because I know say now sign the go regret them. Me don't count I don't do mistake, but now I help you. You cannot hold like a salary of 1 KD now 150 KD. You know sabi the job. The person don't patient, I don't talk, I don't kind inside. Then someone You know, agree. In time, say this Salmia. Go work. You say no in this Salmia. At the end of the day, one day I tell me say don't go inside Kadama Oaks. This and that. I say not to Kadama Oaks. You can't afford. You don't can Kuwait as Kadama. You go. God make a way for me. Can you know the differences? So now, come me get transport. Me go back outside the county. In send the location. Man send the driver and then delete her. In saying this Salmia, the other morning I just get called on and say don't hold the picking. I say who side na Mabola, who side Angola. You know, when I social media, I know we will call the side. But you know, in at ending, so that mistake they made on correct her for myself. That one will ever happen again. Even if I know say they say can't fix bad tip and this clock, now you work. I will make sure say in a salon, then go teach you in a salon before you can. Because this whole they do so, not so like despite of somebody can talk, but me passionately, I must say 199%. I don't help Sierra Leoneans in this country. I don't change some man in life. We saw, I guess, some pictures there. We even so if you see the picture where you can. Yeah, we can like some if you see the picture. And also now, Alhamdulillah. So me, I really appreciate for this particular meeting. And I will make sure say for me, because like I repeat also the first meeting is even like during Mr. Banga regime, that this kind of meeting be there, but none of the shop. So far now the meeting, this meeting day, the union day, whatsoever be the case, now one word. And me, I believe myself, I'm not there for do any bad to person. If I do you bad, anything so far, we all not perfect. But I know say one mistake. I identify that. Even one time there's a complaint where we can at embassy, where but that time that Billy don't sick, where they call me, even Mr. Obi and Mr. But I think say me and together issue they I don't respect the call. Somebody can tell and say I get a fake visa, not super. We they open this country. I mean that during last year, October 24, when they open this country, I'm the first person to get visa there. Yes, I can't get visa there. I know for proof now. No, wait, listen. It doesn't mean waiting for the talk behind you. You understand?
Not to fake visa.
No, wait, so they can't say yes, sir. No, according to the statement, even my brother and I win our preso, now he can't talk me and can't defend me because he don't see the reality. Mr. Lamin, when the chief minister in back, now the visa there is, then visa there, when they give me them, I know they take money to person, number one. I mean, the first person recruits away, I know they take money from me, number one. Say, give me money before I give visa, I give ticket. No. Where they give me passports, I give visa. Inside wait till they pay me and that they buy tickets. Even like the one they was accounts, I get tickets the way call themselves bar. Tickets receipts them where now for proof everything reality. So like then thing there where I give them to person, the person not even gets the money. I say okay now you buy tickets for yourself in a salon. You don't get nothing. But you tell me where you can't buy where you give me the passport, you say you get the money. Pull no more the visa. Would they encounter that there are lots. Now lots of constraints because this and they even pack one company, even they give contracts of 500 people. If they give first visa, you waste time. Second visa, you waste time. That one will contract then they scrap them for you. Like this they come in. No, I give no example. No, you understand? Yes, they give me contracts of 500 females. Like I can say, I know get that mandate there for say, give me money before I give visa. Sierra Leoneans, everybody, and I don't want to bring any nationality. I'm proud of that. I'm only Sierra Leoneans there. I'm proud of for bring because I thought I'm fit. If in Canada, this country, whatsoever be the case, anything we can live now, I know they say in Nigeria. Not the same as na America, na salon in the Senate. So now that's our part of the So, but this thing, as we come into this union, if God make we all get common understanding, we create this union, it will be beneficial for we and for the one they really back home and the government of Sierra Leone. Because can't meet person say make dem give visa, at the end of the day you not pay the person. That company they are waste more than 58 visas there. I still get in our house as evidence. 58 visas there out of 500 people the way they say bring card. How much I able to give them? Now 23. The 58 visa in done the contract done. So if that we can in a union as recruiters, we get for put in place the rest of them. And again, like we waiting for result try for mention one thing to say we count somebody, no left hand. Because whatever be the case, then this the people there who they deal with, so some are Kuwaiti, some are different nationality, but when you get company, in things and I get everything. And you will bring them, if you not guide them, you not did for them, then they misuse and they do anything for them winner. In wrong to we. And not go take contract because you just want to take this contract. Oh no, myself man, I want bring post, I don't see number Mr. A don't bring post, Mr. B don't bring post. No. When they take contract, so far so good now this thing don't come in at the embassy and they create this group as where Mr. HOC talk in very vital. So anything that we can able discuss there. Anybody when they go against of the rules, no, of course the embassy staff get for taking all over that. Okay. Yeah. So much. Thank you.
First of all,
yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah.
I just want to appreciate the effort of the embassy and also with all the denial that God make it easy for me. The reference of waiting the embassy and mechanism is well for put it very good. And also we all denial for help with brothers and sisters really back home. But the manner and how for this one is more important. Let me bring few people on private arrangement. Even as that, you get fracas. So talking about if you bring two common arrangement. And also the fracas in that, one to phone also, more especially don't call people on that common recruitment. There are certain people in there also within there where they come and get a different mindset as well. Now you know one more important side also. Some might will come, maybe you don't count their own condition. You will come, and this salary they come me want me can this, but maybe in your own condition you may count that it worse than which you count that. So then area that they always try for align that. If you don't count mechanism, how and the manager for operate very good. It just left to the we don't agree see with the bring people there and try to put that structure. Yeah, we not come for can defend whether the best recruiter. In order for it, whether you do good or you not do good, if they want pinch they can print him. Nobody not perfect. So we not come for defend any individual here. They come here for let we can structure and get a mature conversation with the embassy. They come they open up to it, say this and the mechanism I don't put in place. It left to me and you within here now, listen and see how we will agree and disagree with them. So if I want for say Mr. HOC and others, I appreciate your effort and I pray that everything will go smooth.
Thank you. Yes.
You know, like for me, I support the idea 100%. It in place. Because like more they talk, so I don't be victim of the situation I quit. So when I get a call from Mr. Mara, I'm very happy to please with this. Not like for bring people and come and quit. For can work at the end of the day, if any issue come up, nobody not there for sure. It be with me and my brother were there. So the idea very good. And I will wish you on a fast track this thing as soon as possible. Let me try for rectify all the things there. Let you understand the flow. Anybody will take contract, when you get your offer, I believe say immediate salary for taken out to the embassy. Consultation very good. Come together, watch the contract, assess them. You know if the embassy get for buy idea, you should get for agree with the embassy with TDC. For the safety of we, the embassy, and we come to image. Because we get a lot of negative image in this country. We're not good for we.
we as a Sierra Leone, we know what kind of people in country, what kind of we live in, people who they bring and they give negative feedback. It's bad. All through the past, if the government of Kuwait say they don't need people from Sierra Leone, now we self cause them, the individual, the recruiter, and the consultation between the embassy and the union. In fact, they end. Now, what's in your advice towards this? Now when they can get a group, which is good, let the consultation flow. I know say if I car with people them for car ride bike, I will take that proposal that I can present. We all sit down as a union, we all speak the same language. We will understand ourselves. If I car with people them for car work in our house, we all sit down as a team. We coordinate them well. So we self will prevent your image because me, I always talk integrity. Me is part of me. I need mortgage with integrity. Anything I say not good for me, I'm not part of it. So when I prevent the integrity, I also prevent the embassy as well as the union. So please let me know you learn on this. I believe so we don't start so now. But if we continue with this, we will get credible employment now as well as other nationalities and will come as well as don't say we can learn from we and then in a plus for we as a Sierra Leone at this country. So I go in there.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Once more. For me, I'm happy when they say call this meeting for the agents there. Me, at the part of the union as assistant secretary. So a few days, short months back, I met up one Kuwaiti. He gave asked me for somebody when Ghanaian they pull the post ID card. He said, "First, I this post," and I said, "No." I didn't ask him Ghanaian. Then he go with me, and I said, "No." I said, "Okay." So from months back, he got for call me a few days. He say he need people from Ghana. Now I said, "No," I said, "I'm Sierra Leone. I never recruit or call people from Ghana." I said, "No, always Sierra Leone because I will get access." So from there, I call me in my office and go there. He tell me say need 25 riders. So now I say, "Okay, no problem." I asked him for the conditions then waiting he will need. He will tell me what's the job description. So he explained, give me everything. Since me say my rider, I get knowledge over what he tell me. So me say go for explain tell her. I go for tell her say one, somebody pull up from Africa account and also the money want for me within a Kuwait. I say you know possible for me not possible to go work to that. He tell me what order. Now in a few months we dey call some within a Kuwait say we cannot believe we. I say we get so many challenges there. I said maybe in 1 month you go or fail with every challenge is there now. You go work to you perfect your one time. So therefore it's nice of that too. So therefore get the agreement. So I come home and he call me say he need one person urgently. So I get somebody who will be Dubai, he will get Emirates card. I explained to her, I say somebody to Dubai will not see never. They like see if you go to I see an Emirates card. But what unfortunately we go for pull the visa, the post tell me say you want return back. So I go talk about him. Now I text from the company. I say you want pulling me with Sababu. I say because it's a first deal. Who's somebody of him? I go call us alone. They get for give me somebody. So as I get the passport and the license and that thing there, now he asked me for the embassy in location. So now I thought and say, oh, this is something really legal you want for do. And for me, I'm happy we asked me. So I went out, I sent for the location. And the Ghana embassy, we don't do all the boys in the embassy, don't put the visa. He give a call me in the office when I did for yesterday. I go there, I see the embassy itself in envelope. See the embassy envelope, I see some stamp there that's valid and give me the person visa. And the manpower, the labor law, Kuwait contract between the person where they come with me and with the company. So I get everything on the phone, so I go come home. So for me, I get experience to some people who don't say they call people like I'm not that. More than I get more experience in that. I know we'll take somebody in Africa no more for course and like we need for sensitize them. Because some of who bother them just at the way they can respond to it, then get the different aim. Yeah. You understand? Some of who didn't know indoctrinated, who can I say, this one is small and but I believe say if you tell the person say that's also job they can do. You tell them say that this what we can do, yeah, we are of that, you agree, after you go put a visa. You know go put visa in East for somebody. You get to sensitize the person first. And tell them the challenges they're holding at the country. If you open, it come. When it come, I believe say it will work to what the company wants. So for me, I'm happy. Because one, the Sierra Leone they can acquit here, so the embassy will get data of Sierra Leone as the way they acquit. If the government of Kuwait asks them for say to have the total numbers of Sierra Leone don't acquit, I believe say if people then pass through
the embassy. I believe say they go get the quick. But we pass the channel, you know, fine. So me go want to the embassy. If all agents in Kuwait, we see the court people in Kuwait say, they forget this that. When you forget this that, you call people now, so the penalty, you know, register, then the law take its course. Because by doing so, I believe say we don't really get the legal way for people in Kuwait. But if you repeat the system, I believe say no fine. And no find a way to go in the streets, there's an Sierra Leone. The embassy is not outside embassy. They call somebody in the embassy, not happy. So it's like they can say, we follow the system. For me, happy. And I go down from people and they will meet now, so we will copy from them and know the right thing. So for me, I stop here.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, first of all, I would say thank you to the embassy for the brave job and brave ideas they come up with. Really very important for this kind of important meetings. Now, sorry, I get pulled.
You get pulled like me, okay?
I got cold, now, sorry. Really, we could meet to start with. We enter with somebody meeting, say, but Peter Josie, not there for so many years, and for time enter to recruitment. I said, but me not safety. He said, no, not of safety business, not safety. Can you say recruitment? I said, okay, no problem. So what I do first, become the man, I respect authority, business too much. I can't to HOC first. No, pass it down. I said, but I want to do some recruitment too. This is an advice. I said, okay, well, this is we'll do this. So go make a get license in Kuwait. First now, not try forget. The Kuwait give me license. I get me license now. They don't get license as well. No, they don't get me license when I just so it happen. So a big delay. I get foreign affairs, everything. Now I get police clearance. So I don't get license as well. All I bring a idea. So I believe with this, because I don't be try for really work on. Because I want to be legal. I'm not doing anything that illegal thing in my life. And since I get in this country, nobody will say, Peter just don't do illegal thing. That's everybody. When I honor, will approve that. So understand? So now make anything I do, I want to be legal. I get all my documents with me, I bring account, foreign affairs, CID, this, that. And Kuwait's license, I bring all there. So really, I'm very happy with this kind of idea with the embassy account. And me, I support 100%. I'm ready for register. They say for it for register. Understand? Then two, the problem again, the question will not talk me about that. So see, just not anywhere. And the brother Mr. Banis. You see, the MOU very important. MOU. Like me and people with the forecast. I said MOU to them. And what you do? I said, we don't want car, make car. We don't know one car, make no car. You know why? Tomorrow will fetch you. You salary na 75 KD. You accept that? Say yes. Hey, but don't tell them who come. If you tell this, I say no, me I tell them. Because tomorrow they can, I mean they get the issue. You know, in the table say, no tell them, no, I said tell them. So what the one can I get the MOU? They read them all. If you accept and sign up, then I mean you sign with the recruiter, the agent. The way they can, they will say the company you. So nobody will tell me, not to be tell me, you be saying that this for pull me your head come out. So now so me do. I get me MOU self, I play the other sign up. So tomorrow, me your head, I don't pull out. The question talking about MOU, very important. Rather of understanding, very important. So I don't do that. We come in and I can say, they ask people they like get the knowledge more. I mean, they take the food, they come to HOC, they ask for experience, they can tell us, I want this, it's okay. Like that. So really, I'm glad for this whole thing. I'm glad for everything. Let God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
You said you look
Yeah. I'm glad you for this opportunity we the embassy give me, because me I can't probably people can listen. And me purposely I'm not bringing nobody into this country. But I know the great job for Sierra Leone. And
you went from bring two other
So, well, basically, I done a great job for Sierra Leoneans. But first of all, if I can talk, I'd expect more from the union, because basically, them issue they also they come up in the community. Union for be first responder. And even me, I don't really do them, even without being inside the union or being without inside the union. Let's see, even when
MTC then come in this country. No Sierra Leone know the way they can in this country. We are not going to visit them, know them problem, know them way of how they live, within their condition. Me have to recruit out. But at the go there, at the go get them in a meeting. By car that they can at the country, then I go at the farm. I go there, I whole meeting with them. Not for talk about MTC, not for talk about KGL. You name them, any sideway company then they. We are not say yes, Sierra Leone and they at the go there. So me, I expect see the union for be a first responder to anything, to any Sierra Leoneans the way they come up. Let them forget about who that they recruit this, who that know they recruit that, but them for be a first responder. That's my own first request. Then secondly, I want to ever talk about the one that we the outside of this country, where they recruit inside. You understand? Because they don't know basically on waiting they go through. You understand? They just send the people them. Then some of them they can fail medical. They not can go through the medical process. And we they also something like then they send the people and they can't fail medical. And two, the one that they abhorring them. Because if you the agents know they also, that person they can't fail medical. So other than the first person with the now you the agent with they also. So if you will get agent now, so you get agent at free term or you recruit from free term. If anybody can't fail medical now, they're not going for all you. Waiting them will just tell them, then you will say, well, we cancel the whole program because people don't begin fail medical, they don't begin get absconded case. So they want the way they free term, where they recruit for bringing people inside. So I believe so we'll never forget in consultation with them also because now like a very good idea for we all come as one, for we can register for do the issue there. So and me, I will like for be part because me I know ever bring I will go and be agent in the future. Yeah, so I think I will be intention one thing. So I will and be agent in the future. So whatever criteria or whatever thing when it takes, I will like for be involved. You know, so that's my own team. Then I will talk about the embassy also. I believe the embassy they listen to the union, no matter which they call, whatever the union say to the embassy they listen to them. But mostly me the request from the embassy, let una not listen one side. If the union can't tell una A, I believe say una get people in the community who say we even call 2-3 people that wanna investigate. Because there are 3 sides to a story, your side, my side, and there lies the truth. So until maybe the union not do proper investigation, then tell una and una don't believe within then see. And una not get the other part of the story. If una ask Mr. X, I believe so una go ask Mr. Y, then una can judge. So if I can read another side, then basically on the issue I still getting guess on the recruitment.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You are the great
Yes.
One minute.
1 minute. Take it brief, please.
Okay. Please, sorry for distract this whole process. First of all, my colleague recruiters them, all they recruit people them illegally. They are now we can make them known to the person who they bring, what they can do. Because one, I get a visa where they give me free of charge. I decline it. Even me enemy and no one income that ship visa. When I farm Biara, you understand? Mazra. You understand? And secondly, we get type of visas them where then they exist. Of course, we always the recruits. We get project visa, we get private visa, we get company in private visa. If they work in a company where they give you passport, you civil ID, but what police get you, sometimes the sponsor don't go put you abscond, you don't sell the space to other person, you pay money for nothing, that is bad. So there, we always the recruit, when you the help person, not take your money, free the ake. When you free this ake, it will guide you. You understand? Because one, the visas are different. Then you know rich will get small scale, medium scale, and large scale. The small scale in it transfer. Even if in a project in it transfer. Now make it find out say some of who say Leone brothers and they are who say then they then they go no side and now then they take them to no, but let's call a spade a spade. Let's be honest to who said me like me.
I come, thank God, we get several projects. That's several projects, na part of our money policy. It tell you say when the visa come out, you give me small thing. But in first error, as a recruiter, it better when in a say na incorrect because it was a project visa. And that project visa end up for make some of our sisters and then cancel the return, someone for come. Law will do the correction then day because one, we are Sierra Leoneans. Some man go don't go sell land, some man go don't go trust debt. Nay no kaya, he can spend 10 years. You want you go back, go spend another 10 years. Now oversee one spend your lifetime. So they are big. We the recruiters we take God big one. You after Sheikh Nabi, you don't be the second biggest recruiter because and I talk to you privately because Sheikh Nabi, the majority of the people in Aya, but you don't get most of the projects that you are. Where they call them people there, explain to them what is it done.
You all man know.
Fine. Secondly,
1 minute, you don't know.
Oh, why don't they go?
Hold on. 1 minute. 1 minute. Mr. Williams, just 1 minute, something just come on my mind.
All right.
I just want to give out.
Okay.
I believe it's very important.
Okay.
That's what at the top. In a situation like this, I make a talk of consultation. The embassy will be first priority. The MOU. Yes, when the embassy be first priority, now we government now that they represent you. In a situation like this, anybody will bring can work man yeah. Right? If the embassy don't do it before and because when a second partner, I believe say whatever where that come with the one, the embassy will stand and resist them. Me and you know will stand for resistance. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So let the embassy be number one priority, maybe second partner, then we'll be able to solve the situation. That's true.
Thank you. We all know here some beautiful ideas. One of the essences we call this meeting. Yes. For all engaged, so that we develop what you call a policy. And it don't make the work now very easy. And we ourselves don't see the need, the importance of all of what they talk about. Because the aim here is for making people comfortable. For let not bring somebody who can suffer, can left out. There are man, the hospital, but we not know how some of them are now reach all now. Yeah, we know. So, but if you bring somebody, you guide them. It's very important, you know, this point of because a man, like because the problem, some people in this salon, some person them brand can the kind pictures the way they snap, like say in California, Beverly Hills, when I lie. So people don't hey, you wouldn't Kuwait, so in expectation they go. Now it makes some whether can begin to say now this work now this work. No. Because the impression we don't get. So do you now make this education? It's very important. Let no hide pan them. When person they come, if na 50 KD, 75 KD, tell them. And also, that will be very honest with yourself. Don't exploit people. Because if we get the habit, you then pay the person 200 KD, you go get a 90 KD or 10 KD. They are not fine. I know, yes, you say they do forget your profit, but not it's the profit now. You left the person, you're not getting nothing. Like what they say, when it's about some man they sell land. Some man they play the oath. Yes. That money they eat out na fire. Yeah. Na fire for you. Because you know the whole world are not to salon all side tranga now. Yeah. So I make this meeting call for law we all agree to for do it's very, very important. So I will stop the law not talk about who. I see the VP says he want make small contribution. Law will try, law will summarize the meeting. Yes.
Salam alaikum, sir. If you see as you don't as listen, everybody don't make brilliant ideas. But one thing we left, you feel say them people are all the way there, I don't know what they recruit, sir.
we get more people we recruit, we do not come. The reason we do not come, I tell you. I don't day I'm inside this community for so long from the previous embassies. We the Sierra Leoneans they will get one thing we say. When we go get contract, they say the embassy, the hijack come from we. Okay. Me and a man where they go now, most of them companies there, we sisters and can get problem because I talk the Arabic. And when I go there, I didn't know exactly what are the issues there because I talk to the managers. You get me? This meeting we get to today, I believe is one of the best meetings we can get. The message you are to send for you then I do, when you feel say the embassy the ticket, you program like please, not take and so the embassy they come between you and the company for help you like you get power for bring you possibility bring from Africa. Then also I want to go straight to my brother. He send a message to the president. When you send a message to the president and to the union center, the union is just 3 or 4 months old. Okay, we don't receive that message. If we go green, you will see changes. And I make you see we now today. So if I can stop there, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.
Yeah. You make one point, and also another gets very clear. Roman?
Yes, sir.
You see, I want to let you Yes, sir. Is there any time embassy interfere by work? Really?
Yes.
Because some of them talk here, they bring misinformation.
Yes.
The embassy not getting no interest.
Yes.
All those they say, in fact, we insisted for promote employment facilities for opportunities for we people.
Yes.
That's not the government policy.
Yes.
So the embassy, let somebody not go around they talk something we don't understand. Yeah, exactly. So all those who they try for Dunaya, for the owner can contribute, make excellent contribution. For those you don't, we regulate this. They are fine. Where everybody will bring it in people that we want bring, no problem. We're not there against anybody. Well, in fact, one issue they were I want raise because Sierra Leoneans will get a problem. They will begin come up here, company or waka behind them. So all I want day this if we form this thing, all this thing not will happen. The one the sit down. Yes. Sorry. The whatever God destined for you, you will get that. Yes. No make bad acts, no go you go oh this man I know money get contract, now I go which man, I go tell him no I go to the embassy, this man as you can go inside the polling. No who can greatly. And now make them very clear. I talked to before we get this meeting. We was under the ambassador may discuss this issue lengthily because you know right now she's out of the country. And if make them very clear, we will do all this like I say for let everything go well. But we know salon people then just know we get problem. One begin say, well, me not the people they say now, some man no can have because he feel to say to God, if you go against the Lord will bet you. Yes. Sure. Yes. Then go catch you now, we will make them deport you. Yeah. And when you reach salon back, then go catch you. Yeah. Then put you in a attached corner. We're able to do that. Yes. Yeah. Just telephone God. Yes. Yeah. So let me now warn everybody. Yeah. We're not foolish now, not to foolishness with the past. We're there for facilitate everybody, for let everybody be happy. Yes. But Lord will do the things in the right way. I want this message go wide and clear. We're not there for antagonize anybody. Lord, we all come together as a family. Lord, make this thing fine. Abraham, if they bring people there, fine. Yes, now, so ABCD for you. Do one, finish. Yes, Mr. Kamara, if they bring ABCD, fine. Now, so and so you cooperate. You know, my brother was saying, Baba Musa. Yeah, we got a teacher that goes to the famous part. You know, so all them with the children, we were all one and the same people there. So now left them small, you know, suspicion, you know, rikishi, also manage, they love to do, but now, yes, so do ya. So do ya, allow end day. Sorry. Okay. So I go end day, we go develop. Mr. President, with your permission, I don't know if you want to say anything.
We just want to talk small to Dr. Manka.
No.
When we must be accountable. Now we will answer the question. We should not get information.
I think yes. I think one more point. Excuse me.
Hello.
Yes, I think one more point where we get for Mr. Kamara. 1 minute.
Yes. All right. Okay.
I think one more point where we get for Lee. The Boston talk almost everything, 99%. But 1% where I want to make we very, very important regarding this recruiting. Just for you line, we can receive, we can get Kuwaitis and also we get Egyptians or whatever nationality. We can come to the embassy for recruiting. They can come up from, then come meet them. They can come meet me and try for talk. So we want for recruits XYZ people, and we your responsibility to communicate that to the Ministry of Labor. We go do the recruitment now and bring people and come here. It will tell them on the requirements. If like the say 100 KD, 90 they pay, we can talk to them now just 110 KD, 120 KD. So then they show you all the specifications. Once nurse, want this one. So responsibility is and for just ensure they get the MOU and they get all the documents and they will transmit them to Ministry of Labor who will do the recruitment. So for just both respective what they say, we don't get no hands in the recruitment process. They don't want the money, so we don't get hands into business. We just want to coordinate and regulate the activities of recruitment. Thank you very much.
One thing again, one know the time of the money with registration for any each.
No, we'll make develop the MOU. One other point, last point, my colleague just draw my attention. Anybody where they non deport, because some people then can go around the way they Christian can say born again. You go resurface. It's dangerous. When you go take that person away, before they report them, they go through the procedure, they do fingerprints. So like if the name Zainabu, where you go now, go make the name Yeli. As he go make, if they go make, I make for a document now. As he make it fingers so, and when he come, put your hand up. When he come, maybe go don't go pay 4,000, 2,000, 3,000. The product no more. You don't go plague the house, plague the land, or sell them. You don't come for nothing. So do ya where una the recruits? Cross check. Because we man will be there where Mr. Kamara is always checking that in a small thing like that. But he will never address the issue. Because nobody knows about the law.
Yeah.
Nobody. Okay, always talk am. He like it big like this, so he will not catch you. He's not going to say the law, you know, get barrier. So do you have one way there? We just want guide. Anybody where they not deport, they get them loan here. I think say we go after 5 years. So after 5 years, if somebody can say, so long as they don't deport you, not try. Because if you try later on, then go begin to one make for on paper, then the thing will come. I see them catch you, then they let you serve. So draw will come. So they allow will take notes of plenty.
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, before we close,
I just want to commend the new recruitment, the mindset, really open. I really admire the approach as compared to the last previous times that we get meetings with them. But for this, I should say we will do things them together. Then I want to commend Abdulrahman, one of the key people that were really open. You know, from the instead of Sheikh Nabi and they're all junior, they're all medical. You know, and now the embassy don't really try. Now it's simplified embassy registration process, not an force. Yes. You go for actually for certificates of this, certificates of that. It'll be too cumbersome for them and so that be few of them be able to submit document to revise the rest now they go on the WhatsApp. Yeah, they be able to do things. So but now the embassy don't simplify, so I feel say everybody will come on board. You know, then now the action point there for now. I forgot to say I'm going for set up on a group. Let's go for the members them together. They want them to showcase so I know see that they recruit. You know, I call them on board and I form a group. Then maybe we'll begin think for open a WhatsApp group so we all go there, you know, including me, Mr. Bayo and Siri. We all go there, we also go discuss. You know, we back now, we back with the black for MOU. When we decide the group now, we discuss on the pricing and all of them things. So that more get a time free like when all this will be done, especially on the IO side. I should see you go coordinate that. Yeah, Baba. Yeah, Baba. Mr. Josie, I come together and see. Yeah, Mr. Josie, you are okay,
yes, sir. We both. Prince, Dr. Prince.
Yes, sir.
You know, yes. Yes, now they advise you and she say one talk.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. No, it's okay. I want to use this opportunity I want to advocate for another issue which is very important to the union and also the embassy. We're in a social problem. Hence, the embassy don't start this one to see how they solve some of them problem there. I also want to advocate for they suffer some of them problem from the shippers, so that now create.
I think we get another thing we very important who we don't deal with over the years. From what I come now 2 years ago, and something we I don't experience it happen. You get boss, we get some people we can talk say that they whip other people in case. Yeah. Spend 600, 800 KD for whipping cases then. Yeah. So at the end of the day, the people out there can get not to Kuwait system. Sorry, I know for being too discriminatory when it comes to how they call when it comes to nationality. But sometimes the people them when they can get na other nationalities. Na Egyptians. And the Egyptians, the way see they don't collect them, picking their money in the guise of whipping the people in the case. They can just abscond. They can blow into yes. So then they can come meet the embassy, and then they can be very difficult. Excuse me, please, Mr. Kamara, one meeting, please. And then they can be very, very difficult for address. So please, una way they do that thing now. In fact, that's the essence of this meeting. They will desist from that one day. If you know, say you know they're able for clear the person case. In fact, I don't think it's possible. Una not telling people that they say we're able for clear on a case. It is against the law. And when they catch una, anybody when they catch embassy, they able for give you how they call for that one day. Thank you very much.
All right, so I want to tell una thank you. Mama, you want to say
yes, sir. Yeah. 1 minute.
No, not so many.
In relation to we
all right. Okay, now not this meeting now. And the recruiters or recruitment. So we always talk. Well, other thing they give just came up in my mind about me not to for recruits no more. About project.
No, we'll get AOB.
Yeah,
we'll allow you.
All right.
Yes.
Yes, sir. In relation about this recruitment, so we the recruiters, do you have this a very important thing again about the police clearance?
When you put in the car, you have make sure say the person gets the Ministry of Foreign Affairs stamp the back of the police clearance.
Thank you.
Then if you not get some, it will bring a problem for the individual.
Well, if I would not do a press release to the text, I guess when and circularize them, that one all know. Say in future, all police clearance when they issue an affidavit, when a foreign affairs, you get the foreign ministry endorsement. Where you can now, they will say he will certify. If not, you not even do it again. But first, when you go, hey, no, try no like I think you madam can end this. Yes, Mr. Kamara, just 1 minute.
Yeah, you know, this issue of this wave case, now a very bad game. First of all, me, I don't open a airport for 5 years. When Corona come in Bushwi, no problem. But we understand how the system did. For wave case, it involves 3 categories: fingerprints, Ministry of Interior, and Immigration. Where they supposed to money because now we the recruiters them send the money with the wave case. Alayo. And they tell you say the process done. The process done. Now so this process they go on until past audio come out for you. And when the audio they come out, it involves the embassy.
Yes.
Because why? The embassy now they know na quit. This person don't take this, this person don't take this, this person don't take this. They need a list in annual. Because some of we, you don't know what they tell the client. I know what it is now, program direct from the embassy. The embassy said, aware, when you come, all team. And one thing, when you come, if you know you will give the person work, when they come with private visa where you pay 1,000, almost 100 KD. Tell us, say, when you come, you go fair work. Because now so we can tell them, say, when you come private visa, you get work. They get home care or whatever. But you are big. These fingerprints, they get 3 processes. 3 processes. If you're not able to go through the process, you don't get the right person, they will give you visa, you will come. If they see the airport or if they see Kuwait, but the next available flight, then ticket and they already
Just 1 minute.
No. Yeah, long move forward. Yeah. I want to tell you that thing. Long under AOB. Like where the point where the shipping. Prince, Dr. Prince, Yes, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
We've been, because a lot of complaints don't come about shippers. Yes. So then say we don't agree another date, log in meeting where themselves them all they are not listening. This is very important because themselves now like nuisance in this community. Yeah. And they eat people their money, take people their load and sell them, then this. Well, I think say then some of them don't reach their Waterloo. We will show them say there is a law. Yes. Because unnecessarily then they seize people the advantage. And now we all know people that they work very hard for them and get their money. So I want law we agree with you and your executive. If the next week or the other week, law we all our meeting then I have back. Law let you send message round. Or anybody where the ship, then we can sit down, we'll get the understanding, say that's so you for behave. If you behave otherwise, first of all, the same thing, you go register at the embassy, you will monitor them, anybody who reports you find guilty, then we will stop you for ship. And we will catch you, you go on that grand one, you will just say bye bye to Kuwait. So we are don't agree if my next week or the other week, don't get a meeting in there. So that's it now because you find they talk about policy way in a day. Yeah. So Lord agree when on Monday we will discuss them. So we'll be put on the agenda. So then secondly, yes, Boku like we I think DP.
Yes, sir.
They try for raise some community issues. Of course, I don't know what you want to raise.
We try for raise is now this is a recruitment meeting. What about a project? Not recruitment. That back I will carry oil and gas.
Yeah, sure, it will come. No, in fact, I want to know. I think most of the meetings are all I can always remind you. I say anybody will get investor, or you know somebody will get link or connection, can I embassy? We will facilitate for you. Yeah. Now we drop that. Genuine investors. So we can take one over. Then, of course, people then raise some all the time when they carry, then they raise issues of some of the challenges they hold in the community. Mr. President and the executive, I think they wanna get a huge responsibility. Mr. Yusuf been talk about UNA as the union for being the first port of call, so to speak, with problems in the union or things, and then for the people and the community for getting confidence, yes, we'll get a government when they look into issues, except which one I will nothing to see, we not able to handle, then the embassy can inside. Normally that will happen. So I just want to remind you and the executive, like way then they raise some of the issues and say, Una get a huge responsibility for ensure say Una don't get the name of union government. But now Una for go out there for do the work. And it involves a lot. For ensure say people the way one go outside for do things here. Una not for see other people then they seize advantage by people. Una for act.